Live from the Carl Chevrolet Studios in West Des Moines, this is Iowa Live.
Welcome back to the program, everybody. It is time to visit with our friends from the Blank Park Zoo and introduce you to one very special creature. First, we want to say Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year.
Julia Bingham, and we're going to teach people a little bit about an animal that a lot of people are familiar with.
Yeah, so this is Nani. Nani is a long-tailed chinchilla. And these guys are in the wild, only found in the Andes mountain range.
Really?
So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they have a pretty small population there, but because they're only found in that one area, they are very specifically adapted to that. So she prefers really cold areas and very dry areas. So chinchillas actually don't sweat, and their fur can't get wet. So she takes a nice dry dust bath.
That's what's in
kind
here.
of, yeah, it absorbs any moisture that might be on her fur and keeps her nice and clean so that no moisture or wetness builds up.
And you say a dust bath. What is the dust bath in there made of?
So I believe the kind that we get for her is a type of like crushed lava rock.
Okay.
In the wild, they're going to pretty much be rolling in any dust that they find amongst the rocks in the mountain range. And yeah, we are able to order a special dust bath for her, which is very nice.
And they obviously enjoy it too, because they may not realize what's happening, but they do understand that it has to be done.
Yes.
That is so neat. Now, animals like this very popular, domesticated, right?
Yes. So we do see them in pet stores. We see breeders selling them. They have a very large population in the domestic world, which is kind of interesting since their wild population is so small, and that declining wild population is mostly due to the fur trade,
right.
Which is originally what draw humans to them.
And it is one of the softest creatures
Yes.
you've ever encountered.
Yeah, that fur, since it stays so dry, it's very fine and very soft and fluffy. We're actually very hands-off with her to protect her fur.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, so we really don't ever touch Nani.
Really?
Sometimes she'll come up and take food from our hands, so she'll touch our hands with hers a little bit, but we really don't touch her fur.
Okay.
And allow her to groom and bathe herself however she needs.
How about that? And what does her diet consist of? Is it similar to other rodents, or?
It is very similar. So she eats mostly grasses. She has a nice grass pellet that she eats every day. She also really likes seeds and nuts, so things like peanuts, some almonds, sunflower seeds, and then she'll get different greens. She does get a couple different dried fruits, and pretty much she's going to eat the hay and the pellet all day.
All right, that is great. So Nani, thank you for coming over here. Now let's talk about something else. Speaking of things that people can do, how about the summer safari camp? Talk about that, because those registration opens real soon.
Yeah, our registration opens tomorrow for that, and that is a camp that we run through the entire summer, but you can sign up for week-long sessions, and that is available for kids ages 3 all the way up to 12. The younger ages have half-day options, which is really nice for those younger kiddos. And each week is a different theme. Our staff works really hard to put together some different fun curriculum so that they are learning while they're having fun at the zoo.
All right, so starting tomorrow, you can sign up for that. And those they get full.
They fill up very, very quick. Very quick.
Now, let's talk about some teenage activities. How about Zoo Crew? What is that?
We love our Zoo Crew over at Blank Park. That is our teen volunteer program. So that is our opportunity for our high schoolers to come and learn what it's like to work at a zoo. There's a variety of job opportunities for them at the zoo as volunteers. So they get to learn things like how to help with our custodial, and then they can work all their way up to actually helping take care of some of the animals. So that is a really great option for teens who might be interested in the zoo field, but kind of want to test it out before they get too committed.
Yeah, because I'm sure there's a lot of kids that are out there, especially teenagers, trying to figure out what they want to do in their life, and they see working at the zoo as a really cool job, and you're going to teach them from the ground up.
Exactly. Teach them every aspect of it.
Okay, which is the best way to handle that too. Also, spring education class registration. Tell us about that.
Yeah, those are all open. So that is through our education program at the zoo. All of our early childhood classes our child and parent classes. So it's a really fun way for parents to experience the zoo with their kids. And those also fill up very, very quickly. So I encourage you to go check those out on our website. They are lots of fun. There's different activities based on the age level, and then there's different ambassador animals that visit each week also.
Oh, so the people can look forward to that too.
Yeah.
So kids are really getting into doing that too. So that is really neat. And this is really neat. Nani, again, the chinchilla, long-tailed chinchilla.
Long-tailed chinchilla.
Long-tailed chinchilla, part of the education program at the Blank Park Zoo. People want to learn all about the zoo and other activities going on. Where can they go?
You can check out our website as well as all our social media.
All right. So, Nani, thank you for coming over, buddy. And you take care of yourself. Stay dry and stay nice and warm. And we will see you next time, okay? All right. We'll see you later. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Welcome.
And thank you for spending a little bit of your time with us today. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow.